What's good, Dylan?
What up, man?
Welcome to Los Angeles. Yeah. Welcome to Prax Studios. How do you feel?
Excited, bro.
Excited?
I'm hyped.
We've been chatting through Instagram. I almost feel like I know you personally, but this is like your first glance at Prax. First time meeting me. Like, what was your first impression of the spot, myself, everything?
So I've been following you since I started the Barber thing. So probably 3 years now.
Okay.
And so you've always just been in my mind, a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Being somebody that I can draw inspiration from every day. Your content is just I love it. So coming here and first impression on everything, the building, it's just all surreal to me.
My second question to you would be, what gave you the drive to come out here?
I think just wanting to be different. Wanting to offer a different kind of service than just a typical fade, something easy, trim up top. I want to be able to be more of an artist than just a barber.
Now, you've been cutting hair for 3 years now. Do you feel like you've gotten to a point where you feel a little bit stagnant as a barber? Or are you feeling like you're a little bit lost?
I've only been cutting hair for a year and a half.
Oh, okay, wow.
I went to school 2 years ago, went through the whole program, and then I've been a real barber for a year and a half.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm at that point now where it's time to take a next step on something else.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself. What's your origin story? How did you come about to becoming a barber? What do you plan on doing in the future? All of that. I just want to know a little bit more about you.
So in high school, I played basketball. That was my number one thing.
Okay.
I went to college to play basketball, so I did that for 2 years, and it was cool. I loved it. It was a good experience.
Oh, you played college ball?
Yeah. Yes,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was super cool. That was the dream, And there was no plan B. That was it. The plan A was just.
Of course, bro. The hooper life.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it was cool while it lasted. I just kind of realized that one, I just wasn't really ready for that level of play, and then two, I always had an interest in cutting hair though. So when I dropped out of college, my city had just opened that Barber college.
Okay.
So I was well, now's my opportunity to go try it out.
Right.
So went out there, did that for a year. Right now it's dope. I feel like I'm learning and getting better every day. But my goal is for within the next couple of years to be at a point where I'm not missing no more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Doing every haircut and it's pristine. And then long term, I would love to do education. Just teach people, show them what I know.
Just a little bit more about myself. I started cutting hair when I was 14, 15. So this was back in high school. The reason why I started was I actually went to high school out in Canada, but I'm a US citizen, so I needed a way to make money. I wasn't able to work jobs out there just because I didn't have a citizenship. So I was just making pocket change inside the crib.
Yeah.
Just cutting up the homies, starting with the little tapers, cleanups, $5 cleanups.
Right, yeah,
how
just
that
make
goes.
a couple bucks.
Yeah, so it was never really a goal or dream for me. It was just a way to make money.
Yeah.
I ended up going to school out in Toronto. So I attended university too.
Okay.
And I was going to school for business, but I was also cutting hair at a local barbershop in the city called Glassbox. I'm not sure if you heard of it.
I think you told me about it when you the first time we talked.
Yeah.
You told me a little bit about it.
So through that shop, I was able to learn a lot. I was wow, the shop is doing a lot. Men's hair education, and they're charging premium prices. I was wow, that's actually crazy. And I was dude, numbers. I was yo, you're making way over 6 figures, and your life looks fun. So that's kind of what intrigued me, and then also education kind of spiked my passion for it.
Sure.
After that, I dropped out of school, and then I ended up pursuing hair full time in Toronto for a bit. And then when COVID hit, they didn't give any work visas to anybody, so I had to move out to somewhere in the States, and I chose New York and Los Angeles. I visited both places, and I chose Los Angeles.
Okay.
And then out here, I ended up working at probably 3 to 4 shops before I ended up landing at Prax.
Yeah,
and then this is kind of what I've always wanted to do my whole life.
The dream.
Yeah. I wanted a private space where I could run my own education, take care of my own clients, all of that. So yeah, for you to be my first one-on-one in here is an honor for myself. I really appreciate you coming down all the way from South Dakota.
Yeah.
So for the first hair model, we're gonna start with a very creative haircut, just to get the ball rolling, get your mind locked in. Second haircut is gonna be something that you can see every day inside the shop.
Okay.
Skin fade quiff.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show you how to make that haircut look really appealing and really pop. And then right after that, dive into your model of, we're gonna be doing a longer look on a mannequin head. I'm gonna do my side and you're gonna replicate it the same way. Okay, so on my side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for a nice textured finish. Textured finish so that the ends can just sit really nice and soft, and that we don't have to worry about you know, the ends being so choppy. And the reason why I took a good amount from the crown to the nape is because I still want the ends to look full. You know, if we took a little bit too little and we started one lengthening this, what would happen? It would just look really like feathery and like almost like empty.
Okay.
We want this area to look full.
Sure.
Okay. So from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna create a nice soft outline. Okay. And the technique I'm gonna be taking is called a one length technique. So I'm just gonna be bringing this down. I'm gonna be grabbing that hair. And from here, I'm gonna create a nice square outline. And I'm just going in and out. Now remember, this line is square, right?
Right.
So I gotta bring this straight down, and I gotta angle my finger square. So it's technically longer towards the left side right now. But visually, this is gonna come out as square. Okay, so now we have a soft outline on the end. I want you to replicate the exact same thing on the right side. Now body positioning is key right now, right? So if this feels too short for me, obviously I'm shorter than you. So if you want, we could higher this a little bit. Just let me know if it's comfortable.
I got you, I'm okay right now.
Okay. Pause. That's not where you want to cut it because look at all this uneven tension that you created.
Okay.
It's tight here, it's loose here, it's tight here.
Okay.
So you want even tension when you're doing this. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna start at the bottom here. Watch me, come behind me. Okay, so I'm gonna, to my client, so hey, put your head down, bro. Thank you. And now I can see, what do you think this is right here?
Shortest length, like the guideline.
Okay, so this is the outer length that we set, right?
Yep.
And it goes in. We're gonna go in that length. So from here, shortest length, right? Right here, so yeah. 1, 2, drop some, get some. Pick it up. 1, 2, drop some, grab the rest. One of the biggest reasons why styling is such a hard process for a lot of barbers is because the hair hasn't been personalized. So personalized meaning it hasn't been really like feathered in lightly, and the weight hasn't been distributed evenly. So as you can tell right now, we can already see that some of the areas in the head, it's just a little bit too heavy, right? We could agree to that, right? Like here it seems a little bit too heavy. In the crown, it sits a little bit too heavy. So in these areas, I'm actually gonna knock out some weight, okay? So let's just start. I'm just gonna eyeball it, right? Just gonna go in. Boom, boom. And basically I'm just gonna grab sections where it looks a little bit too heavy. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick the hair up. And I'm just gonna all that weight's gone.
Easy enough, yeah.
Okay, next section. I'm gonna go in one more time. 1, 2, right? Grab this section, and I just want you to go nice and deep.
Okay.
We're not going texture.
Because when you hit it like that, it's removing weight, not adding texture.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now this is also not gonna really change the shape up.
Yeah.
It's only gonna allow the shape to be styled. The shape's gonna be more maximized because this is gonna allow us to really just move the hair however we want to. Right, you see that? It's already like
You can see
it's hugging so nicely, and watch how easily it lifts.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Far.
I'm gonna have you do that throughout the entire haircut,
Okay.
and then really lighten up the entire look of our model, and then we're gonna go right into post styling. Yeah, I mean eyeball too, but there's specific areas you want to hit. You want to hit the parietal ridge, the crown. You don't want to hit the apex too much because you want weight.
Up top. We're trying to maintain that.
Right, and then you just want to hit some weight underneath the nape.
Okay.
Okay, now say, but I want the bangs to be down, so you're just gonna bring the bangs down. See how like I barely even like did anything? I just emphasized here, 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 here. The haircut's a different haircut.
Yeah.
So like that's more like IG worthy
Yes.
of a haircut.
Yeah.
Dylan, wrapped up day 1. How do you feel?
Overall, probably 10 out of 10 experience, man. Just going over the basics and getting everything down and kind of understanding everything. And then jumping into the process and watching Jack cut, it helps so much. Just understanding and seeing on a live demo, that it's like that changes everything. And then being able to work on a mannequin afterwards and kind of put all those skills to use. It's like butter. I mean, it's been one day and I feel like I got a year's worth of knowledge. So
if you could just name one thing, one of the biggest takeaways from today's class, it could be specific, it could be broad.
I think the biggest thing is details matter. You can do a cut in 15 minutes and be done with it and kind of move on. And that's not really how I want to do things. And I think just like understanding and watching Jack work today, it's the smallest things that change the entire haircut. So
what keeps you inspired? How do you plan on inspiring others?
I'm just a competitive kid at heart. So I always like to just be able to be in the talks with the big dogs, I guess you could say. I like to put myself in positions to be able to be successful and have a successful career. What I would like to do in the future is just spread what I know. Like, I'm glad I get to be here and learn and watch things so I can take it somewhere else and help the kid that was just coming out of barber school like myself. So
tell us about what your next 5 years in this industry will look like.
I'd really like to just hone my skills within the next year. I told Jack earlier about no more misses. I don't want to miss anymore. I want to be consistent. So I want to hone every skill I have. And after that, after I feel comfortable enough to be able to be that confident, I'd like to start educating people myself and kind of offer the same things that Jack does, just as far as having people come in here and just learn, be artists together and be inspired by one another. So
out of all the tools that you've used, what was probably your favorite tool?
The combs. They just matter so much, and like you can use them in so many different ways.
We got another big day coming tomorrow, but I just want to tell you, like, thank you for performing well and like really like putting your all into it. I've had classes and students before where like I was like, are you even passionate? Like,
Yeah.
Can't really tell, but like, bro, I can really see the passion like bleed through you, and like, I just know that you'll go like really far in the industry just with that hunger itself. Congratulations, this is your certificate.
I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man.
Always, bro.
Yes, sir. Right on, bro.
Just hold it up for us one time.